Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I will show you how to dual boot EndeavourOS with macOS on a MacBook Pro 2012. As you may know, MacBook Pro 2012 is officially not supported by Apple since macOS Big Sur. So one of the alternative operating systems that can be installed on MacBook Pro 2012 is Linux. So by installing Linux you can use your MacBook with latest OS. Okay, before I start this video don't forget to subscribe to this channel. First open your favorite browser. Then go to google.com. In the Google search box type EndeavourOS. On the search results page click the EndeavourOS website. Scroll down for detailed information about EndeavourOS. To download the EndeavourOS ISO, click the Download and Help menu in the top menu. Then select the latest release and Download menu. Scroll down to get the EndeavourOS ISO download link. Here you can choose the language you use. Because my location is closest to Singapore, so I will download it from there. The EndeavourOS ISO download process is running, and wait until the process is complete. The download process has been completed, then click the Show in Finder icon. Now I drag EndeavourOS ISO to desktop. Now reopen your favorite browser. Then go to google.com. In the Google search box type BalenaEtcher. On the Google search results page click the BalenaEtcher website. To download BalenaEtcher click the Download for macOS menu. Wait for BalenaEtcher's download process to complete. The download process has been completed, then click the Show in Finder icon. And I drag the BalenaEtcher file to the desktop. Double-click the BalenaEtcher to mount to the desktop. In the window that show up, drag BalenaEtcher to Applications. Now close BalenaEtcher mount window. You can run BalenaEtcher via Launchpad. Or you can also run BalenaEtcher from the Applications folder. Now insert USB flash drive into MacBook USB port. And on the desktop a USB flash drive mount point will appear. Now open Disk Utility. In the Disk Utility window click View and then click Show All Devices. In the left window of Disk Utility click USB flash drive. And in the right window of Disk Utility click the Erase button. On Scheme select Master Boot Record. On Format select MS-DOS FAT. And for the name of the USB flash drive I choose Untitled. Then click Erase. After the erase process is complete, then click the Done button. Then close the disk utility window. Now open BalenaEtcher. In the window that show up, click the Open button. In the BalenaEtcher window, click on Flash from File. Now browse the EndeavourOS ISO that you downloaded earlier. Select the EndeavourOS ISO, then click Open. Now click Select Target. Click on the USB flash drive and then click on the Select button. Click Flash to start the process of flashing the EndeavourOS ISO to the USB flash drive. Enter your Mac admin password and then click OK. The EndeavourOS ISO download process is running, and wait until the process is complete. EndeavourOS ISO flashing process has been completed. Now close BalenaEtcher. Now open Disk Utility again. In the left window of Disk Utility, click on Container Disk 1. And in the right window of Disk Utility, click the Erase button. Then click Partition. In Partition window, click plus icon. For the partition name, I choose EndeavourOS. On the format, select APFS. In size, I split the SSD into two equal sizes between macOS and EndeavourOS. So for macOS 250 GB and also for EndeavourOS 250 GB. Then click the Apply button. Then click Partition. Then click on Continue. The SSD partition process is running, and wait until the process is complete. The SSD partitioning process is complete. Then click Done. Then close the Disk Utility window. Now restart MacBook. Once the MacBook Pro screen turns gray, press the Option key until the boot menu options show up. On the boot menu, select EFI Boot USB Flash Drive. Here select EndeavourOS. Now the system will boot into EndeavourOS. Now I need to reduce MacBook screen brightness. As you can see, the MacBook's brightness button works normally without the need to install any drivers first. Now click on the Partition Manager menu. In the Partition Manager window, click on the third partition. Right-click on this partition and select Delete. Now right-click again and select New. On New Size, I typed 8096 MB or 8 GB. This partition is used for swap partition. And in the file system, I choose the Linux swab. Then click the Add button. Now right-click again on the unallocated partition and select New. This partition is used for root partition in EndeavourOS. Leave all options default. And on the label you can type with root. Then click the Add button. Now click on Apply icon to apply all changes. Here is a final warning for you: if you are sure everything is okay, click on Apply button. Then the partitioning process will start. The partition process is complete, then click the Close button. Then close the guarded window. Now click the Start the Installer menu to start the installation process. Here on the installation method you can choose between online or offline. Because I didn't want to install online, so I chose the offline option. Here you can choose the language you use. Then click the Next button. Here you can select your region and time zone. Then click the Next button. Here you can choose your keyboard layout. Then click the Next button. Here you can choose the partition method you can use. So here I choose the Replace a Partition method. Because I have created a partition for EndeavourOS, so just replace the partition that was created earlier. Under Select a Partition to install on the current section, select an ext4 formatted partition. And in the After section, the partition will be renamed the EndeavourOS partition. Then click the Next button. Here you can set up user, computer name, username, and also password for username. You can also choose to log in automatically without asking for a password. I also choose to use the same password for the administrator account. Then click the Next button. Here is an overview of what will happen once you start the installation procedure. If you are still not 100% sure, you click the Back button. And if you are sure everything is correct, click the Install button. Here this final warning for you. If you are sure everything is correct, click the Install Now button. EndeavourOS installation process is running, and wait for the process to complete. EndeavourOS installation process is complete. If you want to restart your MacBook now, click the checkbox in Start Now. Then click the Done button. Then the MacBook will restart. After installing EndeavourOS, the default boot will be EndeavourOS. This is how the grub bootloader from EndeavourOS looks like. Now the MacBook will boot into EndeavourOS. Now I need to reduce MacBook screen brightness. As you can see, the MacBook's brightness button works normally without the need to install any drivers first. When you first log into the EndeavourOS desktop, you will be greeted with a welcome screen. If you don't want this welcome screen to appear every time you log in, you can turn it off via the Don't Show Again menu. Here's how to re-enable the welcome screen again. If you have noticed how to enable the welcome screen again, then click the I Remember button. Now I will check the Wi-Fi, is it working or not. As you can see, Wi-Fi has been detected, so no need to manually install the Wi-Fi driver. Now I will try to connect to the Wi-Fi network. As you can see now, it has successfully connected to the Wi-Fi network. That was how to install EndeavourOS Dual Boot with macOS on MacBook Pro 2012. And if you have any questions, just comment down below. See you in the next video.